Hello again, this is Eric Miscoll with EMSNOW. We're here still at SMTAi 2019, Rosemont, Illinois, Funtown, USA. So last day of the show. God, we're only a few hours away from the close here. Getting a few interviews in here at the end, and this is Gus from SEHO. Decided he'd tear himself away from the booth and come and share with us a bit about SEHO. So thank you for taking the time, Gus. Let me just ask you to give the quick pitch, kind of the elevator about who SEHO is for those who may not know.
SEHO is a German company located in Kurtzwertheim, Germany. They've been in business for over 40 years now, manufacturing wave, reflow, selective soldering systems, and also venturing into factory automation, AOI inspection, and a number of different innovative features.
And what you guys do, and I appreciate that, it's also really, you guys tout kind of the complete solutions, right? You're
That's
not just,
correct.
You just don't do that, you're providing complete solutions for your clients. Can you speak to that?
Part of for SEHO is it's not just dropping a wave or a reflow or a selective system onto your production floor. We're trying to work with our customers so that we can create an entire line for them, just from a standpoint of having workbenches, making the workflow easier, making the workflow automated to reduce the amount of manual handling that goes on in an electronics manufacturing process, and that's where the factory automation comes into play. Some of the things we've done is to bring AOI systems integrated into our selective soldering cabinet, so it's part of the process. It's not the next step where the assembly has to be taken and looked at and then determine if it's a good assembly or if it has to be a reworked assembly. We're trying to integrate that into the entire process. We integrated a number of things to try and make the process more complete, trying to make the process, what's the word I'm searching for, from a standpoint of being completely under control.
So what, kind of integrated system? Or
yes, I mean, where the, for example, how the preheating is controlled. A selective soldering system, for example, the ultrasonic wave nozzle cleaning system that automatically does that relieves the operator from having to watch that process and re-wet a nozzle, for example. Integrating a new pulsar preheating system, which is energy efficient and is able to help a customer reduce their energy consumption from a preheating standpoint. There's a number of different things we do. We have equipment from the entry level, for example, our new Start Selective, which is a new entry-level system that was introduced at Apex last year, to our high-powered, high-throughput selective or wave soldering lines.
And you talk about kind of that communications that work throughout that system, right? That's
Yes.
an important feature.
From a standpoint with the software and that, with barcoding, the assembly can be monitored through the entire process, from where it's put together at the workbench all the way when the board exits the machine and is a finished assembly.
So, and was that with the adoption of CFX, or that you were doing that anyway?
We were doing that. We were doing that anyway, as part of trying to give our customer a complete solution, and not just dropping a machine in a line, and that ends our responsibility. We're trying to make it a more integrated system.
And from a regional perspective, obviously we're here in the Americas, but I'd imagine with a lot of manufacturing, volume manufacturing elsewhere, your customer profile might be a little different here than it is in different regions? Or?
It depends on the market, and it also depends on different parts of the country. A lot of high volume manufacturing has gone offshore to Mexico. Here you have a lot of mid-tier companies, so their requirements are different from them, a high volume, high throughput type of operation.
And as when we were talking before, you were saying even the competitive environment is changing, and that the big players, little players, all that, and who's producing these types of machines.
This is now a very competitive marketplace because everybody's trying to differentiate themselves from the competitors. This is where we felt we've differentiate ourselves by trying to create a complete solution for factory automation, to make it easier for our customers to produce a board effectively, and a defect-free board.
Okay. Excellent. No, I appreciate that, and it's good to get those updates from you. Our time is ended here, but I would say thank you for coming, sharing, and those of you who are interested, you see Gus's information here, please reach out.
I appreciate the time. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.